This is a set of detailed instructions on how to play hide and go seek alone. Do not follow the steps properly and you will die. Do not play this game at all, in fact. You will die. Hitori Kakurenbo is a famous game originating from Japan and Korea, where you let a spirit or a demon possess a doll and then play a game of hide and seek with them. This game is necromancy and potentially very dangerous and is not very good for your sanity. Do not try this game just because you're curious or want to experience it for yourself. This is a very dangerous and life-risking game. Side note, it is best to put your pets outside of the house. There have been reports of dogs barking and cats hissing at nothing. Some have even reported their pets behaving strangely even after the game has ended. What you'll need: a stuffed doll with limbs, not a human doll, as there is a chance the spirit will not leave it. If you have an animal doll with limbs, it can be used as well. Most commonly, a teddy bear. Rice. Enough rice that can be used as stuffing instead of cotton for your doll. The rice is said to attract the doll. Something from your body, usually fingernails, for the doll to represent you. This means that if you do something to the doll, the same thing will happen to yourself. Never use someone else's body parts. This results in the doll replacing that person, and instead, the game will not work correctly. A sharp-edged object to anger the spirit in the doll by stabbing it. Make sure not to use a knife or scissors, as the doll will possibly stab you with it after it finds you. So use a pencil or needle instead. It is most recommended to use a wooden toothpick. Red thread to sew up the hole you made in the doll. This later symbolizes blood vessels and acts as a restraint later in the game. Salt water or salt. This will be used later in the game to get rid of the spirit in the doll. A bathtub with water. If your home does not have a bathtub, a large basin, enough to put the doll in with water in the bathroom works too. Finally, you'll need a very safe sanctuary or hiding spot when it is the doll's turn to find you. If you have a room with statues of things related to your religion, it is recommended that you make that as your hiding spot. Starting the ritual. Give your stuffed doll a name. For example, call it Fluffy. Cut the bear/doll open and take all of its stuffing out. Put the rice in the doll as well as the part from your body. Sew the doll back up with the red thread and wrap the remaining red string around the whole doll. It is important as it binds the spirit. Prepare the large bath or basin by filling it with water and then wait until 3 o'clock a.m. sharp. Some versions say that you do not have to wait until 3 a.m., but this is up to you. Remember to turn all the lights off in the house, but only leave the television on. It will change depending on the location of the doll. Once it is 3 a.m., take the doll along with you to the bathroom and repeat, "First tagger is your name," 3 times, sternly, while closing your eyes. Place the doll in the bath/basin. Walk away to another room. Do not look back. You may see the spirit possessing the doll. If the said spirit makes eye contact or notices you're looking at it, it may come after you. Count slowly from 1 to 10. After that, turn around and proceed back to the doll. Close the doll in the bath/basin and say, "I found you," and then say the doll's name. Then stab the doll with your weapon or object. After that, close your eyes and repeat, now, the doll's name, 3 times. Is it 3 times. Leave the object inside the doll and then pour some salt water into your mouth. Do not drink it, as it protects you from the spirit in the doll and you will need the remaining salt water to end the ritual. Bring along the cup of salt water and go to your hiding place. It is recommended to keep your doors and windows unlocked in case you unexpectedly run into some trouble, and your friends will be able to help you if they're not outside your house. It is recommended to have a cell phone on silent mode and keep brightness on the lowest level in case of emergencies. Keep the salt water in your mouth at all times. Never attempt to swallow it. Remain silent when you are hiding, as any sounds from you will alert the doll where you are. If the doll finds you, it will stab you with the object you stabbed it with, then possibly possess you as well. Keep salt water near at all times. Ending the ritual. Ending the ritual is very important, as this will end the game as well. To end the ritual, get out of your hiding spot and find the doll. It may not be in the bathroom. And then spit out the water onto the doll. Pour the remaining salt water onto the doll as well. Close your eyes and shout, "I win," 3 times. The doll, in the spirit, will give up. You must dispose of the doll by burning it with fire and throwing it away. Otherwise, the spirit may attempt to re-enter the doll. Some versions say put salt in every corner of your house after you burn the doll, especially where the doll has been found, as salt chases away most spirits. Now, warnings. Do not play this game for more than 2 hours. The spirit inside the doll will become extremely difficult to remove. Messing around with spirits is very dangerous, so play the game at your own risk. Nobody, especially me, will be responsible for your own death as you risk your life to play the game. Do not turn around when heading to your hiding place. You may see something very disturbing. Do not play when someone else is in the house. You must be alone during the game. Otherwise, the other person may be unintentionally found and hurt instead of you. Do not play with more than one person. It needs to be one person and one person only, because there is a great chance that one of the people that are playing could get possessed. The game can be played at 3 a.m. sharp. 3 a.m. is the time when spirits are the most free to move around. However, some versions say that you do not need to wait for 3 a.m. Just 12 a.m. is fine. Do not turn on the lights while playing this game. Only leave your televisions on. Do not fall asleep, no matter how tired, exhausted, or sleepy you are while hiding. The doll will eventually find you and possess your body, as the meaning of this play is, if you find me, you can have my body. Do not attempt to leave the house while the game is still going on, unless you want to end the ritual and the doll is not in the house. The doll will find you. Do not play the game if you are frightened easily or have a very weak heart. The game is very life-threatening and very terrifying to most who have played it. Better still, do not play this game at all. Do not give the doll your name or the name of one of your acquaintances. You and your acquaintance may be the victims of a curse. Messing around with rituals like this is very dangerous. They are serious rituals, not games. If you make a single mistake, then expect to meet a nasty end. You have been warned. Have fun.